I'm on scene at a death call. Normally, the victim, they have tears. They look at me when I ask them a question while they respond. They're pretty direct when I ask a direct question. Every time I spoke to Miss Richins, it just seems like her face was in her hands and I couldn't see her face. I think at one time I even leaned down and just tried to look to see her emotions, but it was just a little abnormal.
Deputy, if you'd step in front of Brittany, we'll get you sworn in, please.
When we swear the testimony you're about to give in the matter before the court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, subject to fees and penalties of perjury. Thank you. Sir, if you could state your name and spell your last name, please.
It's Deputy Vincent Nguyen, Nguyen.
Where do you work?
Summit County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you worked there?
Since 2012.
What's your assignment at the Sheriff's Office?
Right now as a patrol deputy.
And what about back in 2022? What was your assignment then?
Patrol deputy.
What does a patrol deputy do?
Respond to calls and report or document incidents, crimes.
What kind of calls does a patrol deputy get called on?
It could be citizen complaints, burglaries, anything that a citizen wants to report.
Did you have law enforcement experience before coming to the Summit County Sheriff's Office?
Yes.
What's that?
I worked at the Corona Police Department for over 3 years.
At the Summit County Sheriff's Office, are you issued a body camera to use?
Yes, I was.
And tell the jury about what do you do with your body camera when you're on duty?
So my body camera is always on until I activate my lights or manually activate it on the body camera itself. Then it starts recording.
Was that the same back in 2022? Were you on duty on March 4th of 2022?
Yes.
And were you dispatched to 282 Willow Court Drive?
Yes, I was.
If we could have Exhibit 1-1, please. This has already been admitted. Do you recognize this?
Yes, I do.
Is this the home that you responded to that morning?
Yes.
Is it located in Summit County?
Yes, it is.
What time did you arrive at this home approximately?
Approximately 3:40 in the morning.
And when you entered, who was there?
Sergeant DiBatello, Deputy Pimentel, and also fire personnel.
Was Miss Richins there?
Yes, she was.
What about her kids? Were they present?
I was made aware that they were in the residence, but I did not see them.
And you were wearing your body camera on that day?
Yes, I was.
And it was active?
Yes, I was.
All right. If we could show the witness Exhibit 1-
You can see it, Counsel.
Do you recognize this?
Yes, I do.
And Scott, go ahead and scroll through it so he can see to the end. What is it?
It's my body camera footage with a blurred spot.
I'm sorry, Scott. Can we put up 1-4T?
Transcript
And what is a transcript of?
of what was on my body camera.
Is there an accurate representation of the words that were spoken on your body camera that night?
Yes.
Okay, I'll move to admit 1-4T.
There are multiple speakers here. Would you folks approach for 1 minute? To see a video that has audio, the audio is also represented as part of a transcript on the bottom. There are multiple speakers in this video. There's the deputy, there's some other people, there is the defendant. You may take everything the defendant says as true and give it whatever weight you think it deserves, if any. You cannot take what the deputy or the other people say is true. You can only consider those statements for context regarding what the defendant was responding to, the effect on the listener. Anything further on that, Mr. Ramos?
No.
Okay. So let's see. Do you want to admit to that number that you just read?
Yes, please.
Would you give me the number one more time?
1-4 with the letter T for
Okay.
transcript.
Exhibit 1-4 as in Tesla is admitted. Where do you want to admit?
Now, if we could show the witness 1-4 like David. Do you see it on your screen there?
Yes, I
Do you
do.
recognize this?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's my body camera.
And is it fair and accurate representation of your body camera that night?
Yes.
Are there any changes to it?
Yes, there's a blur in the middle.
And with the exception of that blur, everything else is the same.
Yes.
And has this clip been cut down from your original video?
Not this clip.
I'll move to admit 1-4D.
Okay. 1-4D as in David is admitted.
And publish to the jury, please.
God, is this in a spot you want to start?
Je me suis toujours fait la qui s'intitule Happy Valentine. My nurse and blood forces.
What's your first one? What's your first name? Yeah, let me talk to you about that real quick. Let them do their work in there. What happened?
You were fine. We were fine.
Oh, when you said we were fine, what time did you see him when he was alert?
We had a drink together at 9 to celebrate something at work tomorrow. I went to bed. I went to bed like this. He went to bed like that.
What time did you guys go to bed?
9:30.
9:30.
Fine.
What letter did you to him today? Right now.
He goes, wake up and I go back to my own bed. I just crawled over on his side. Oh, yeah.
And he was laying in bed. Okay. And he was on. You said he was on his back. Okay. Where are your children now?
Two are awake with their ear to the door. No.
Where are the other two at? They're awake.
Oh, wait, that's true.
Where's that at?
The first one here left.
Is there any family members we can call right now?
Yeah, I need to call my mom. I need to call my mom so bad. I think I don't know. Once on the phone, I don't know.
Here. Okay.
I call my mom.
Yep. I'll give you a phone right now. Okay.
I need to call his dad. He's gonna be okay, right? Like I got it bad in there. Just got
They're doing their best. Okay, Mom. Here, you can use my phone. I think my partner's not your phone. Is this it right here? Does he have any medical conditions or anything like that?
Sure, like
Okay. No heart problems or anything like that?
I don't know. It didn't. This is a retirement because I got his allergy shot with my son.
And then when did you discover him? What time? 3? Did you immediately call the 911? Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like
Any COVID or anything like that?
I just got over COVID.
Okay. And when was that? Okay, so not recently. And ma'am, what's your name? Sorry, what was that? What's a C?
Feel like
It's like a gummy, as in like a THC gummy. And who is his primary care physician? L-E-P-L-E. When was he last seen? When was that? Okay, 32. What's my case number? Gummy. Yeah, from. It's gonna get a wife. First name of Kouri.
possible down.
Scott, pause there for a minute. Thank you, sir. Don't change anything for a minute, please. Yeah, don't change anything for a moment. Let me see if I can fix this from my...
Who's waiting for Emmy calling me and like detective show.
There's a lot of blood. Sorry, I think it was amazing.
Were you first on thing?
You're second. So sorry, I was here before me.
There was blood.
A little bit coming out as soon as we start doing compression to the glucose.
Pulse or anything?
No, he was cool. A long time, but we could have got it. It was anxiously a long time.
All right. Yeah.
Maybe took some gummies.
Yeah, that's what you can say.
All in the hydrocodone. I think there's hydrocodone or something. Say 96 or something.
2016.
26. Pretty old.
Did you take that?
We don't know. It was sitting there now.
It's in the...
When you arrived, the kid was already on.
Yeah, she had pulled him down.
Chloe? I'm gonna need to ask you some questions real quick. Has he ever been in the military?
No.
No. Does he use tobacco?
No.
No. Well, what does he do for a living?
It was a state basically.
When you discovered him, was he on the bed? Yes.
Before he got the sun like normal, I just thought he was cold. It was cold in there, so I put the blanket on him. But his body just felt like heavy, you know.
Which way was he facing when he was facing towards?
No, it was just up, just facing up.
Oh, so he's laying on his back. Okay. And then did you pull him to the ground?
Yeah, that's what the lady on the phone told me to do, was to take the sheet and pull the sheet to the ground so I could do CPR.
Okay. What's his highest level of education? Any mental health conditions? Oh, okay. How about any suicidal history?
Never.
Has he been seen by a doctor in the last 30 days? Has any prescriptions been filled in the last 30 days? No. Does he have a history of falling or anything? Any history of prescription abuse? No.
He looked pale last night. Asked if you're okay, and said yeah, but he was saying his chest was hurting. But
Does he have any history of illicit drug use or anything?
no,
Do you have a phone number to Herb, his doctor?
no, they should have told him. And I said, no.
We were in there. Oh, we were maybe fire department?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Yeah, number just kept ringing this morning. You know,
Yeah, because we couldn't find her phone.
someone called from his cell phone, and it's a spoof number.
So I'll explain you what the process is right now. Because he was in good health and his age and everything like that. Okay. Our medical examiner is going to come and do their investigation real quick, and then also our detective, just to make sure that everything's documented, correctly. And then from there, they'll explain to you what's going to happen. Most likely, what I'm thinking, because he has no serious health problems or anything like that. His age, most likely they're gonna take his body to the medical examiner's office just to make sure that there wasn't anything else. All right. Do you have any questions for me right now? Yeah, and that's what she was saying. What kind of allergy shots?
It's weekly shots.
Like seasonal allergies. Okay, season. And where was that at?
City.
Family medical.
No, Family Ranch, Major Medical.
Grange. Okay.
Oh God. I did. So I watched your TV. I said, you guys got to go back. Go to my mic.
Okay.
We'll go up there and after the solid court to get the advantages.
Okay.
So he needs her review.
He sure he's so
No, kids are
This is worse, my brother.
he's right.
It's on. Yeah, sure. Okay. Take a deep breath.
Oh my God, I just talked to him like a couple hours ago. I was struggling for the settle in. His body was just so cold. It's been gone a while.
So the only information I know from what the medical staff that was here is he was cold to the touch, and it seemed like he was down for a while.
Into the bedroom with Ashton. I mean, so unless he went, I didn't hear anything. I didn't even yell. He didn't say anything was wrong. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Oh my God, this is not real. Nothing happened. I didn't hear anything. I'm right across the room. He was okay. I didn't yell. It sounds like he wasn't. I know, but I'm such a light sleeper. I couldn't hear anything. I just couldn't hear anything because he just said, Kouri, anytime at all. So what do we do? What do we do?
What's that? Like I explained to them, next thing is our detective and our medical examiner is going to respond to the location. They're going to do their investigation and document everything. And then most likely, because of his age, his health, and everything else, most likely. But that is not ours. So for us, our thing is now we have to just secure the scene until they get here. And then once it's released, it's up to them. And then most likely you guys will be able to,
I just the guy that.
Okay. And that's something you could talk to our medical examiner about.
Yeah. I love you. He's so cool. He just was so cool. Who's this?
Is there any animals that sleep in the bedroom with them?
Yeah, I make it all.
The dog on your bed with them?
It's like a tent.
Little.
Yeah.
Okay. Was he on the bed when you came in?
He was in there. I don't know. And I just screamed and everyone woke up and then we're here. I don't think he can even function. And I'm trying to find someone to go. Oh, my dad almost here.
Can you just please explain to them the process that they can't pass the threshold until it's really...
Yeah, I'll have you like seeing if I can pass out or something.
And that too, you know.
Oh, I'm so shaky. I'm like, sitting out. I don't know. You guys stop like this.
So, like I said, I'm not a medical personnel person, but the ambulance said was he would have blood
I
in and
saw
out.
all the blood.
So, you know, they don't know. It might have been an aneurysm. They don't know.
I know. He had blood in this something.
Because when they do the CPR, it gets the blood flowing and it gets moving. And if it's not pumping,
Oh,
so Kouri, does he have any other medications except for that? Where would he keep his medication?
our names. We should have it out for our house clinic. He's cleaned. I can't find where she put anything. He doesn't do. It is Lyme disease doctor just is having his Lyme disease medication, so he's just taking Vitamins for that. It gave him something for the pain because it causes him to, it just burns his body, so he has pain. That was it.
Is it that green bottle?
I don't know. Down to his bag that he just took to St. George because we just went to St. George. I would assume it's that, but if that looked old to me, and so I don't know.
So Deputy Wynn, I want to show you a couple other exhibits. They'll pop up on your screen now and we'll kind of move through them. So first we'll do exhibit 1-4S1. Let's do 1-4S2. I'll ask you all the same questions about these. 1-4S3, -4S. You recognize all of those photographs?
Yes, I do.
Are those still shots or screen grabs from the body camera we just watched?
Yes, it is.
I'll move to admit those 5.
5 are admitted. Are we publishing New Jersey?
If we could, please, Scott, if you could just move through each of these. If we could bring up Exhibit 2-41. You recognize what kind of document this is?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's a voluntary written statement that we provide.
And whose name and signature is at the bottom?
Miss Kouri Richins.
I'll move to admit Exhibit 2-41.
241 is admitted.
And if maybe zoom in on the text for a moment. It's a little small. The jury will have a chance to review this and their deliberations as well if you didn't have a chance to read it. So Deputy Wynn, other than what we saw on that body camera footage, what were your other responsibilities that night at the home?
Also, crime scene log, when they
Got
Closer to your face. Like you can hold the mic towards you if you like.
so crime scene log and also a death checklist.
As part of that death checklist, are you looking for anything that might have explained Eric Richins' death?
Yes, there's certain questions that we asked and we just fill in the answers.
So you mentioned on the video that you were securing the scene. Was that something else that you were doing?
Yes, I was.
So we also saw in the video that Kouri Richins volunteered THC gummies to you. Did
Yes.
you see any THC gummies in the home?
No, I did not.
What would you have done if you had seen them?
I would document where they were at and advise the detectives and CSI upon the arrival of where it was at.
As we're looking for things that might have explained Eric Richins' death, did you see any illicit drugs in the home?
I did not.
What would you have done if you had?
Again, document where they were at and relay that to investigations.
And same question for drug paraphernalia. Did you see any drug paraphernalia in the home?
I did not.
And what would you have done if you had?
Document where it was and relay it to investigations.
Give me just a moment.
Before we get started, as we were watching the video, I had what had previously been provided to defense, a transcript. And we've seen the transcript that was shown.
Mr. Ramos, is this the same or different than 1-4T?
So, and
Or is that a partial?
sections, clips. So as this was being presented back to them going on, I noted the transcript that was presented is different.
Mr. Ellis, please proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Wynn, afternoon. Let's start off where we just left. Mr. Vanek was asking you questions about what it is that you did or what you would have done had you found certain things. Fair?
Yes.
Now, when you arrived, what we just saw, the videos we saw, that's from your body cam.
Yes.
You indicated that it is always off unless you turn it on. I think is what you meant. I think you said it's always on until you turn it on, but what you meant was it's always off until you turn it on. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, in this case, we saw clips of it. Would you agree that's correct?
That is correct.
That is not from the beginning to the end, correct?
Correct.
Now, you didn't participate in which clips were shown, correct?
I was not.
Okay. Now, at one point, you do turn off your body cams. Do you recall?
I don't recall.
You don't recall doing that?
I don't recall.
Okay. If you had turned it off, when would you have turned it off?
When the call was over?
Okay. So if you were still inside the house doing the investigation, the camera would remain on.
Yes.
Okay. And if you had turned it off, you would have indicated that in your report, correct?
Yes.
For any other reason other than the call was over. Excuse me.
Yes.
Now, you indicated that you arrived around 3:40. Is that correct?
Correct.
You left, I believe it's Officer Deputy Pimentel. You let him check out. Is that correct? When it was time for him to go off duty?
I think so.
How long were you there?
I don't recall.
2 hours? Were you there when the Mr. Richins' body was moved? You were not. So it was before then.
Yes.
Was it before or after Sir Gene Richins arrived?
It was after.
Do you recall anything about when you left?
I don't.
Do you recall seeing Deputy Woody?
I don't recall.
Would looking at your report refresh your recollection? Do you have a copy of it?
Yes, I do.
Could you go ahead and pull that up? What do you have? Give me 1 second.
It's probably have it on the other side. Sure.
Okay. Left.
It's not timestamped, so probably at the last paragraph where it says, upon their arrival, I released the scene to Deputy Orgel, and I responded to the sheriff's office to book in the photos from the incident and uploaded the death investigation checklist.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me.
While waiting so after Sergeant DiBotello left, upon Deputy Orgel and Detective Woody and the medical examiner Sessions upon their arrival, then I left. Orgel, yes.
Orgel.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Did you speak with Woody?
I think, no, I don't recall. Yes. I don't know. I wasn't in that zone. It was at the time watch guard. I don't recall. It gets uploaded
Automatically?
upon, I think that system, when we stop it and we go to the station, it uploads.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure.
And
I don't recall.
that was it?
No,
Damn. Before March 4th.
a lot.
5. You've uploaded videos. Correct?
Correct.
And how to upload it.
At this time, I don't remember because we changed systems and I don't remember how that system worked. No, I think it automatically Wi-Fi at that system was a Wi-Fi.
Perfect. At your home?
No,
Where?
a secured Wi-Fi at the
Okay. Just there?
Yes.
In a
No.
separate room?
No.
Where?
In my car.
Station. Correct?
Correct.
Now, successfully.
I don't get notification that it's been complete. No.
Correct?
Correct.
Okay. The first reason.
I did not. No, I did not put that in my report that I shut it off.
Okay. Now,
Correct.
how easy?
Correct. Just the living room.
Okay.
No,
You did it.
I did not.
Garage?
I did not. Yes, correct. Before arriving, I didn't know who was responding. Only one. What sergeant? Correct. I assume I wasn't listening. I did not. That I would pass on the information. Possibly, if not, I would just tell her, explain her, agree, I observed, and to pass on information. Yes, yes, correct.
It was to gather information.
On the form.
But for yourself.
On the form, so that we're required to ask.
Okay, so you weren't trying to get any information to pass it on to any other detective coming in to see what happened to Mr. Richins?
Yeah, I was getting additional information.
Of course. This is important,
Yes,
right? Just like as counsel had indicated earlier, position in this profession matters, and it matters even more in your profession, correct?
correct.
So you're there, you're gathering information for whatever's to come, correct?
Correct.
Because you don't know what's going to happen to this case that you were dispatched to, correct?
Correct.
You don't know if something's going to be charged, correct?
Correct.
You are a fact gatherer, correct?
Correct.
More importantly, you're a truth seeker, correct?
Correct.
You don't care or shouldn't care what this piece of evidence here means, correct?
I do care if it's evidence.
But that's important. My point is this, is you are going to approach every single piece of evidence equally.
Correct.
And in order to do that, you need to know what it is that you're looking for, correct?
Not necessarily.
Okay, let's take this example. You knew that they had taken a celebratory shot, correct?
Drink.
A drink.
Yes.
Okay. So, you know he's young, Mr. Richins, correct? You know that the protocol is to have a deputy and a medical examiner come in, correct? Because it's unusual that he died, correct?
Correct.
So maybe something is in this drink, correct?
Possibly, but
Possibly. Did you possibly go to the kitchen?
I did not.
You did not. Did you possibly look in the sink? You did not. Did you possibly tell another deputy he was there, go to the kitchen?
I do not.
Did you possibly tell somebody else, go look in the sink?
I did not.
You did not. That possibly is important, right?
Yes.
Yeah. When somebody loses it's important, right?
Yes.
And we all heard you ask Miss Richins countless questions, right?
Yes.
And she answered all of them.
Yes.
Yes. You asked her questions that were on your sheet, right?
Yes.
And then you asked her questions as things came up, right?
I did. Yes.
Now, we saw you standing in the hall and you were preventing people from going into her master bedroom, correct?
Correct.
To preserve the scene, correct?
Correct.
Now, the reason you're doing that is because of all of these possiblies, correct?
Correct.
So, one of those possibilities was that hydrocodone bottle, correct?
Correct.
Now, you took a picture of it.
I don't recall taking a picture of it.
Do you recall somebody taking a picture of it?
Yes.
Do you recall somebody opening it?
I don't recall.
Do you recall somebody taking a picture of the inside of it?
I don't recall.
Do you recall getting that hydrocodone bottle and putting it in an evidence bag?
I did not do that.
You did not. Did anybody do that?
I don't recall.
Having a celebratory, you found out, happened in the house. Correct?
Yes.
He didn't go out somewhere, correct?
Correct.
And you knew that Miss Richins' mother was also there, right?
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
I didn't know she was there.
Really? See, we all knew that she was there because we just heard Miss Darden say, yeah, you look pale. So you didn't know that Kouri's mom was there the night before?
I did not know she was in the house the night before.
There. You were told, and you do know, that Kouri said, maybe he took some gummies? You remember that, right?
Yes.
And you have, I imagine, familiar.
Yes.
Now, to be clear, I'm not saying you take them. I'm just saying you're familiar with them, correct?
Yes.
You know how big they are. They're not that big.
No.
Right.
Yes.
You didn't search for those.
No, I did not specifically search for.
Not specifically. Please elaborate.
I didn't go out and search because I was not in charge of looking for medication or anything like that.
So you weren't in charge of it. Who was?
Deputy Pimentel.
Okay. So you told Deputy Pimentel to go do that.
that was his job to look for medications or anything like that.
Right. But what I'm saying is, somebody would have to tell him, hey, go search for this.
I passed that information to Sergeant DeBotello.
You're passing along the information. Now, you were there, time. You indicated Pimentel was the one who's in charge of looking for that, correct?
Yes, he was assigned for that duty.
Now, at one point, you relieve him. Oh, correct?
Deputy Pimentel?
Correct.
I don't recall.
You just indicated a little bit ago that you relieved him so he can leave.
When he left,
Yes.
for him to leave.
Correct. You relieved him, right?
Yeah, not the medical checklist duty, but to relieve him to leave.
Correct.
Yes.
On his way home, correct?
Correct.
So who did you assign to take over his responsibility?
I don't recall.
Could you please look at the report?
I don't indicate that. I did not indicate that in my report.
So how would we know if that was even done?
Because Deputy Pimentel will possibly write a supplemental report that cover what he did.
So we'll ask, when he's called, let's say, we'll ask him. Now, here's a thought. You don't search for justice, dude. Now, you would agree this whole environment's a traumatic environment?
Yes, it is.
Right? For everybody.
Correct.
Yourself included.
Please. And if I can navigate my notes here, give me one moment. This evening, please remember, do not speak to anyone about this case. Don't speak to each other about it. Do not let anyone engage you about the case. It is off limits. Please do not read, watch, or listen to anything about the case. You have to either actually or effectively change the channel. Move on if you see a headline. Go to a different website, change the radio channel, go to another TV channel. Please do not read, listen, or watch anything about the case. Please don't post anything about the case. No research, no Google, no maps, no dictionary. Everything you learn about this case, you have to learn in the courtroom. I appreciate your patience. Please travel safely. Follow the deputy's instructions. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:30. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the record. We will begin this morning with completion of cross-examination of Deputy Wing. If we can invite Deputy Wing into the courtroom, please. Deputy, let's get you sworn back in. If you'd step in front of Brittany, please.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in the matter before the court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, subject to pains and penalties of perjury? Thank you, Pastor.
Please proceed.
Good morning.
I have 6 Post-it notes here of just topics I want to talk about. Won't take up too much time. And I do want to be fair to you. I do have 2 things I want you to look at that I think will refresh your recollection in terms of timing. Okay?
Okay.
And this is in terms of when you arrived and when you left. So I've highlighted them for you. So take a look at those and let me know if you recognize them.
Yes.
Now, having reviewed those, would those documents give you an idea of when you arrived at the Willow Creek home, as well as when you left?
Yes.
And would it also refresh your recollection to know who was there while you were there?
Yes.
And seeing those, can you tell me approximately how long you were there, as well, how long you were there along with Detective Woody?
I arrived at 3:40, and it looks like, can I refer to this?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Looks like I dispatched out of the residence and en route to the station around 5:49.
Okay. And then if you look at the crime scene log and you see the time in, the time out columns.
Okay.
And go down to your name.
Yes.
And then it's followed by Detective Woody, right?
Yes.
Now, when do you leave? I'm sorry. When does Detective Woody arrive?
Looks like she arrived at 5:17 per the crime scene log.
And then what about you? What time did you leave?
I left at, says here, 5:41.
Okay. Now, you gave us another number just now. It was 5:49, right? That was based on the dispatch log, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so there's about an 8-minute discrepancy, right?
Yes.
Now, that is simply you leaving the actual residence and then walking to your car, maybe doing some things in your car, getting ready to leave. And then when you're formally leaving, that's when you dispatch 549, right?
Yes.
So there's specific numbers, but there's things in between, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the reason I want to bring that up is obviously it's important to know who was there, how long you were there. Approximately 24 minutes between yourself and Detective Woody that you guys were at the crime scene together, correct?
Yes, possibly, yes.
Well, she checked in at, what do you mean possibly? She checked in.
Because these numbers depends on who does the crime scene log. If they log me out, let's just say their watch at a certain time, that's their time logging me out.
Okay.
So I'm actually writing the time I check out.
Okay, so who did that?
I'm assuming Deputy Orgle. Orgle.
Now, you have no reason to think that Deputy Orgle's watch would be 10 minutes off.
I can't.
But we can tell that more or less 5:41, 5:49, it's around that time.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Okay. So let's give it 15 minutes instead of the 24, based on the crime scene log. You were with Deputy or Detective Woody for about 15 minutes.
Possibly, yeah.
You were in the same residence, in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying you're, linked arms with her. You were just there at the crime scene.
Yeah.
Okay. According to the crime scene log.
Yeah.
Okay. So just like you explained now, things could be off, right? Watch what you remember, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we all watched the video yesterday, and there was a portion in that video where you informed Officer DiBotello, kind of the information you're gathering. We talked about that a lot yesterday. So I want to direct your attention there. I don't expect you to remember exactly what happened. The state has presented a transcript. Okay. So I'm going to provide this to you. Okay.
Okay.
And I want you to review this area that I am circling. Okay. Just to refresh your recollection. Okay. This area. 14. Top right corner. And refresh your recollection.
Yes.
So tell us what you told Officer DiBotello at that point. Doesn't have to be exact. Just give me an idea.
So I advised him that, gave him a little brief of what I gathered and what Miss Kouri Richins stated was. And I said that from approximately 9:30, she went to bed. And then approximately 3 o'clock, she went back into bed with Mr. Richins, at which time he was cold and I.
Perfect. Now, I'm going to provide this back to you. I'm going to be looking at the last line of page 9 and then the first paragraph of page 10. Starts here, this line right here, and then move on to the first paragraph of this page.
Okay.
So you were having this conversation, and I say conversation, I think that's important because this isn't an interview, right? Yeah. Let's take it from the last bit. As I was saying, I say conversation because this isn't a formal interview, right?
Correct.
This is going off of the death checklist that you mentioned yesterday.
Correct.
Now, in this conversation, you do get information from Miss Richins and in the paragraph that you just read. Okay. And what did you learn at that point?
Learned the second paragraph that you showed me.
Correct. The one I just showed you. Yes.
But she stated that she placed a blanket on him because she felt that he was cold.
Correct. And what else?
She turned on the light and realized what he wasn't responsive.
So right now, that's exactly what I want to talk about. Said that he felt cold, and then she turned on the light. Okay. So I'm going to give this back to you. Okay. Focus on the time in between. Okay.
Are we looking at a minute?
Oh, just this underlying portion. Okay. Just read that to yourself.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So from the time that she felt and got into bed and felt his cold body, she put a blanket on, like you said. And then what did she do?
She turned on the light. She felt that he wasn't breathing, so she turned on the light.
How long?
It says in the statement 1 minute.
For a minute.
For a minute.
We don't know, just like there are some changes for you, as you testified earlier, between 5:41, 5:49, a minute, right? Like for a minute, it's an expression, correct?
Correct.
So she gets into bed, she feels her cold husband, and she stays there for a minute. And then she doesn't hear him breathing. Okay? Is that right?
Correct.
Or anything.
It says she didn't feel him breathing.
or anything.
or anything.
Now, that's important. That's an important detail, correct?
Correct.
That information wasn't given to DiPatello a couple minutes later, correct? In what we just said earlier. Okay. Now, during this entire conversation that you've had with her, you saw yesterday, just to reiterate, it was an edited clip, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And we could see on the bottom, the jury can follow along to see how quickly the edits are. Okay. But I want to talk about that entire conversation that you had with her. Okay. Ms. Richins was emotional, right? Right.
Yes, she was emotional.
And she was upset.
Yes.
And that's common, right? I mean, that's not unexpected for somebody who just lost their husband, right?
Correct.
Now, would it surprise you if another one of your officers indicated that you thought she was not emotional?
Would it surprise me?
Like, would you have made that statement?
No, I don't know Miss Richins, so I don't know how her emotion, as in like, personal where arrived, what I see, but through the call, then I start putting things together, details of how she acted.
Yeah, those details are important. We've talked about that.
Yes.
Yeah, just like you said, we saw the video. She was emotional. She was upset, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about the death investigation checklist. We talked about yesterday about what you did. Actually, scratch that. I'm going to go to this one. This was presented yesterday in evidence. That's the voluntary statement. You recall that?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a voluntary statement.
Now, you didn't give this to Ms. Richards.
I did not.
Now, if you look around right before Ms. Richards' written statement, you see there's a line there. I want you to read that line, okay? It's followed by a bold lettering. You might want to. Yeah. It's right above. Written statement is right.
Where's this described?
Correct. Just read that to yourself.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you didn't do this one, but you've done lots of these voluntary statements, correct?
Yeah.
To them out.
Yes.
Now, the point of a voluntary statement is to get details, correct?
Yeah, the details, yes.
And now, there are different types of voluntary statements. There are different purposes for voluntary statements, correct? So, for example, perhaps I'm a witness to a car accident. You might give me this voluntary statement, correct? I'm not under suspicion of anything. I'm just a witness, correct?
Correct.
Now, there's other ones where maybe I was the driver and maybe I might be at fault, correct?
Correct.
And you would still say, hey, maybe you want to give me that voluntary statement, correct?
Correct.
Now, in that statement, it indicates that it gives a discretion to the officer, deputy, who is giving this voluntary statement, correct?
What discretion?
So what I mean by discretion is that it's the deputy who has to provide instruction to whoever it is that he's providing this to, correct?
Correct.
Because maybe what I think is important is not necessarily important to you, correct?
Correct.
Now, again, to be fair, you're not the one who provided this to Ms. Richins, correct?
That is correct.
And you don't know what instructions were given to Ms. Richins, correct?
That is correct.
And you don't know if any clarifications were needed or anything, correct?
That is correct.
And as far as you know, this is the only voluntary statement form that Ms. Richins filled out, correct?
Correct.
Let's talk about the death investigation information checklist. I'm going to hand this to you. Okay. Now, when you arrived, you were the third to arrive, correct? Not from EMS, just from Suffolk County Sheriff's Office.
Correct.
Intel was there.
Correct.
Ibotello was there.
Correct.
Now, you were in charge of the death investigation checklist.
That is correct.
Okay. And how is that determined?
The initial officer.
Which was who?
It was me.
Okay. And why were you the initial officer, even though you were the third one to arrive?
I was assigned to that zone to take calls in that.
So this is your case. You're seeing it.
Yes.
So you're the one who gets to direct people on what to do.
Me and the sergeant, yeah.
Now, you've done, I suspect, you have this death investigation checklist and you go through it, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, I want to direct your attention to the scene response section, and I'll walk you through it. Check it. Okay. Now, there are 6 things I want that are highlighted down there. They're in bold. And we're going to go through in order. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to start with the first one, which is securing the scene. Correct? Good. Now, even if it was my first time doing a checklist, a death investigation checklist, I would be able to follow these instructions. Correct?
Correct.
Now, part of that securing the scene, which I think we saw you do, was you need to explain to everybody there kind of the purpose, right?
Yeah.
And exactly what do you need to do?
It says find a comfortable location outside.
Let's go back to the first sentence there.
Kindly explain to the family that the scene needs to be vacated until the scene is processed.
Vacated, right?
You want me to continue?
No, vacated, correct?
Correct.
And you know what vacated means.
Yes.
Now, the following is, what is your duty in order to vacate a scene? What do you have to do?
Remove people from the residence.
From the residence, right?
Correct.
Okay. And it actually gives you examples of where you can go, right? Such as a comfortable location outside, right?
Yes.
Another family or member or friend's house, correct?
Correct.
That wasn't done here.
Mr. Reynolds, in fairness, it's unfair.
Correct.
Now, then you have to use a crime scene log, correct?
Correct.
And that's what we just read, right? Just a little bit ago, the sheet that correct? Then you have to photograph the scene, all right? I want to talk about this specifically. When do you need to photograph the scene? After what?
After an investigation has started.
No, read it right there. Photograph the scene after what?
First picture should be
No, before that.
use a crime scene log to document who comes and goes. Photograph the scene after it is secure.
After it's secure. Now, let's talk about the first picture. We haven't seen any photographs come in from you, so I'm just asking you. The first photograph that you took, what does it tell you to do?
You should place a placard with the case information.
And if you do that here,
I did not.
now I'll skip to the last one, the medication log. We talked about that. You assigned that to, Mr. Pimentel, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So let's move to the second to last. What does it say that you're not supposed to do? Absolutely. Let me walk up there. Starting right here.
Do not disturb the scene unless discussed with both investigations and OME.
Okay. Now, that's very important. You would agree.
Yes.
Now, kind of saw some of it in the video. The jury can go back and it goes back to them and look at it for themselves. You went around the scene. I'll back up. The scene wasn't secure, correct?
Correct.
And then yourself and your 2 deputies or officers that were with you went around the main floor of the house, mainly the area where Mr. Richins was, and the bathroom, correct?
Correct.
And you moved things around, correct?
Correct.
And you were finding things, correct?
Correct.
And when you took photographs, you didn't put on the photographs or in your report what you moved, correct?
What I photographed?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I photographed? Correct.
The scene that you photographed was an unsecured scene, correct?
I would say semi-secured.
Okay. Go back to that whole scene response paragraph that we just read, okay, that we just walked through. Can you find semi-secure?
No, it's not it.
I have an apology and a thank you for you. Apologize for putting you on the spot. As you know, this is my job. So I appreciate your time. No further questions for you. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
You sure to redirect within the scope cards?
Yeah.
Did I read something like that?
Mhm.
Morning, Deputy Witt.
Good morning.
A few follow-up questions for you. I want to discuss with you chain of command within the sheriff's office.
Yes.
You testified that you were a patrol deputy that night.
Correct.
And within the chain of command, above the patrol deputy is a patrol sergeant.
Correct.
Above that is a lieutenant.
Correct.
Above that is a captain.
Correct.
And also within there, other assignments include investigators or detectives.
Correct.
None of those were your role that night.
No, it was not.
It was not your responsibility to tell other officers what to do.
Correct.
It was your responsibility to fill out that death checklist.
Correct.
We saw you do that on the body camera video. That's what you were filling out, right?
Yes.
And you were asking Ms. Richins those questions.
Yes.
And after you filled out that checklist, what did you do with it? When you
Place-
left the scene?
I logged it into a case file.
You log into the case file, and that means that it's within the police system at that point.
Yes,
Other officers can see that checklist.
absolutely.
They can review it once you upload it.
Yes,
Same thing with the report you filled out.
yes,
The summary that's in your report was treated the same as the checklist.
yes,
It was uploaded to the case file
yes,
where other officers can review it.
yes,
As soon as it's uploaded, right? It's immediately available.
immediately.
Same situation with your body camera footage.
Yes,
Once it's uploaded to the system, every other officer can view it,
if they have authorization to view it.
right? But officers that would need to view it have that capability.
Yes,
So all of that information was passed on to the other officers on the case.
correct.
We talked a little bit about, with Mr. Ramos, Ms. Richins' emotional reaction. Have you been to other crime scenes where a death has occurred?
Yes,
How many?
lots.
Give me a ballpark. More than 20?
Yes,
More than 30?
yes,
Was Ms. Richins' emotional reaction consistent with what you typically see?
no.
Please describe that.
Well, I'm on scene at a death call. Normally, the victim, they have tears. They look at me when I ask them a question while they respond. They're pretty direct when I ask a direct question. Every time I spoke to Miss Richins, just seems like her face was in her hands and I couldn't see her face. I think at one time I even leaned down and just tried to look to see her emotions, but it was just a little abnormal.
Those are my questions for you. Thank you.
Within the scope, redirect, please, Mr. Ramos.
I have one question. How many times had you encountered Miss Richins having lost a loved one?
Never.
Never. In fact, when I was just asking you questions before, I said, I don't know Miss Richins.
That is correct.
You can't tell what exactly she's feeling.
Correct.
You can't say it's abnormal.
So it was abnormal to all the other calls that I've been.
Let's talk about those other calls. What did you say? You said victim. You specified victim in response to Ms. Shervanek's question. That it was victims looking you in the eye, crying about what had just happened to them, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You didn't mention that it was somebody who lost somebody, correct?
I did not.
Okay. Now, we can argue forever about whether your emotions on the stand or mine are abnormal or not, correct?
Correct.
The fact is, at the end of the day, no matter what Ms. Shervanek asked you or what I ask you, you don't know whether or not or what Ms. Richins is feeling. Correct?
Correct.
Ms. Shervanek, may we let the deputy step in?
Yes, sir.
You're free to go, so thank you. Counsel, let's face the next witness.
Deputy Pimentel, Your Honor.
Okay. Seeing links.